with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I didn't want to do this. I feel like I was just being petty. I feel like I was being an asshole about it. But you know what? Yeah, I thought about it. I'm like, no, I'm not being petty. I am petty. I'm not being an asshole. I am an asshole. And I will continue to be that for the rest of the season. I don't care if the Lakers win or lose. It's all the same to me. Because we all know this team is fraudulent as a $2 bill. Wait a minute. $2 bill's all right. I mean, real, right? Okay, maybe not. I'll take that back. This team is as fraudulent as Monopoly money. Fake. They're not real contenders. And every win that they have is not a decent, loading, full of good nutrients win. The Lakers' wins this season have been full of useless carbs, sugar, empty calories that lead to fat, sloppy fatness. That's what the Lakers win have been this season. So last night, yes, they beat the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks at one point in time seemed like they was almost the hottest team in the league, leading up to the NBA Cup when they took an L to my Milwaukee Bucks. But this Atlanta Hawks team did beat this same Los Angeles Lakers team about a month ago and a half or so, when LeBron actually could have won the game, but decided to take a stupid-ass three instead. Airballed, no. Either he airballed it, binged it off the side of the backboard. Therefore, the Atlanta Hawks won in overtime. But this time around, the Lakers got their empty calorie win, 119-102, getting the 20 win this season, 20-14. Somebody said, "Oh, that's better than your Bucks." Well, that's only one more loss more than my Bucks. For some reason, Bucks are. Everybody has 15 losses. It's weird. But anyways, in this game, the Atlanta Hawks, what the Atlanta Hawks did was a month ago. Trae Young did have 33 points, 9 assists, chucking up threes, a plus-minus -8. I don't even know who's even on Atlanta like that. I don't know Clint Capella and I guess now Jalen Johnson because he's from Milwaukee. But everybody else, I don't even know who they are. I don't know who these people are. Bogdan Bogdanovic, I know who he is. He had 5 points in 23 minutes. DeAndre Hunter had 3 points in 27 minutes himself. They was making a big deal about him. Now they ain't saying a single word about him. The Atlanta Hawks, oh my goodness. The Atlanta Hawks was terrible. It is completely terrible. They had 100 field goals and made 41 of them. They shot 34 threes and made 6 of them. They got to the line 18 times. It's not a recipe for winning, guys. Now we look at the Los Angeles Lakers, LA Fakers. Oh, looky there. Lakers got to the line 25 times. Another notch in the book of Lakers shoot more free throws than their opponent this season. It happens every season. Lakers was 13 for 30 from the three-point line. They shot 88 shots in total, 43 from 48. So they made 2 more shots than the Los Angeles Lakers. But when we say empty calorie wins, we're going to get to it. Anthony Davis had 13. Rui Hachimura had 13 points. LeBron James had a stat panning 30 points. He had the lowest plus minus of the starters, +4. Everybody else was double digit, plus minus. Empty 30 points, empty 8 assists, which they probably added on there because some of you guys have said that they be adding on assists for LeBron to make it look better. I don't know how much of that is true. 3 rebounds, 2 for 5 from 3, just breaking up threes again. 13 for 20. Austin Reeves didn't have the game he had last time. He had 6 for 18. Max Christie 9 points. Coming off the bench was Dalton Connect with 13. Bronny James ran 2 suicides in 2 minutes. 0 for 1. Shake Milton 2 points. Jackson Hayes 3 points. Cam Reddish 3 points. Dory Finney-Smith 8 points. I didn't understand that trade at all. But if you look at the Lakers, right? You look at all the victories in the last couple of weeks, because you guys keep bringing this up to me. This is one of the reasons why I have done this video. It pops up on my screen. So for the month of December, we're going to go back to December at least. For the month of December, starting yesterday, January 3rd, they played the Hawks 17-15. They played the Trailblazers. Trash. I mean, they got the double-digit wins for the season. Back-to-back home games. When they finally play somebody, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they get their ass whipped. Play the Kings. Beat them by 10. Kings are not as good as they've been for the last couple of years now. Played the Warriors. Warriors gave them everything they got. They almost lost that game. Played the Pistons. They lost. Pistons are too fast for the Lakers. Played the Kings. Like I said, a team in turmoil. They played the Kings, a team in turmoil. And they beat the Grizzlies. They beat the Grizzlies. Fine. Timberwolves are a playoff team. Grizzlies were not a playoff team last season. Timberwolves were a playoff team. They got beat. Garbage ass Trailblazers. They win. They lose to the Hawks. And remember the 134-93 shellacking by the Heat, a playoff team who is above 500. They got their ass whipped again a couple of days before that by the Timberwolves, 109-80. Jazz, trash, but they should have lost that game if it wasn't for the dumbass coach. Another good team, OKC Thunder. Beat. Spurs, they're a little bit better, but they end up beating the Spurs. Suns, they got their ass beat. And as we all know, they got the ass slobber knocker by the Denver Nuggets. And they lost a 1-point game to the Orlando Magic. Keep in mind, the Orlando Magic were also short-handed, banged up and injured. They got a soft schedule, people. They got a very soft schedule. Half of their games at home, half of the games is against the Kings, who are, like I said, in turmoil. Let's see here. Let me count this up right quick. Let me count it up. We gotta pay some bills. I'll be right back. So I did the math. All the teams they played so far in their win column, add all the teams up, it comes up to like 186, 187. Now, if you add up all the L's the opposing teams they played have taken, it adds up to 206. So that's a combination of all the teams they played. And the majority of the teams they have played so far are like on the cusp of being on 500. But this year's not really a lot of record-wise. It's everybody seems the same, but when it comes to personnel and talent and all that, the way they coach, the Lakers don't compare to the top teams in the league. They're not on OKC's level, and especially not on Denver's level. I don't know how they're talking about all these stats. Talk about, oh, they're gonna win the championship this year when you can't get past Denver. You can't beat Denver in a 4-7 game series. They only beat Denver one time in the last 1 or 2 times in the last, I don't know how many games they played against them now. I don't think they beat them convincingly since I don't know, probably two, 3 seasons. Couldn't get that out. 2 to 3 seasons ago. And they haven't played the Boston Celtics. They haven't played my Milwaukee Bucks. Will be must see TV for reasons. They done playing the Cleveland Cavaliers. They never came close to winning that. They haven't played New York yet. They lost to Orlando. They play Houston on Sunday. Let's see what Houston has for them. I by now you can kind of figure out that they have a tough time playing against the younger teams, especially younger teams that are speedy and just as big and talented as they are, such as like a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers, where they had no answer for. Yes, the Suns ain't great this season, but I think the Suns have beat them twice already this season. The last time very convincingly. So, they giving the Lakers 4 days off to play games. They have spent so much time. LeBron still low managing. So it's just like this team gets all the preferential treatment and easy ways, outs and ins and all kinds of other stuff. All these different ways to preserve the Homelander. They get in this easy ass schedule, back-to-back home games when they don't have to travel. It's just they try to do everything in their power to make this team get somewhere. Partially because it's the Lakers, it's their moneymaker, but they also don't know how to ease up of LeBron and try to promote someone else, which we've been saying for all of this season so far. They so stuck on promoting him, or he's so bent on making them promote him, it's driving down the ratings. So yeah, I think the league is doing some black magic with this schedule. Give them a preferential schedule. It's crazy. But anyways, all their wins so far this season. What's their most impressive win? Beating Minnesota in the opening game? Is that their most impressive win this season? Beating the Suns? That's not really impressive. What's their most impressive win this season? And keep in mind, those weren't all the teams that they played so far. Because I left out a couple teams. They have played Toronto already. I left that out. And the other Detroit win. No, not Detroit win. I left Toronto out. That's not all there. You know what I left out? I left out Cleveland too. Oh well. Doesn't matter. What's the most impressive win though? Beating Memphis one time this season? A shorthanded Memphis? What's the most impressive win? Can anybody tell me that? We know they most humiliating loss this season. There's a couple of them. They got more funny, lopsided losses than impressive wins. Denver, get blown out by Denver by 30. Get blown out by almost 60 points by Miami. Get blown out by 40 points by Minnesota. Get blown out by 27 points by the Suns. Get blown out by almost 30 points by Cleveland back in October, beginning of the season. Yeah, we can name all their lopsided and embarrassing losses, but you cannot name as just the absolute perfect signature victory this season. You can't. Empty calorie wins for this team so far. Full of fat and crud and useless carbs. But anyways, the stands, they'll be mad. But you know what? I do not give a damn. Because I'll just keep making more videos monetizing their freaking pain and suffering. But anyways, good day. Hot trash cans. Why is LeBron so hot? Trash cans.